Welcome to the second official installment of Roblox upcoming game, Game Shark. We're aspiring and upcoming developers making new games pitch their games in order to try get an investment from other Roblox developers on the platform. In today's installment, we actually have 9 different games, all from different genres that we're going to be showcasing today, along with their pitches and how much the game devs value their game for, along with whether or not they actually got any investments. Just a quick disclaimer, there will be another Shark Tank hosted in the future. If you are an upcoming game dev, you want to showcase your game in hopes of actually getting an investment, the link to the Discord server is in the description below. Again, this is not a joke. These are real people investing real money, so if you're serious, join the Discord server. And when you're applying to be a pitcher, remember there is a chance that your game gets declined. Your game needs to be developed to a certain extent. It can't be a base plate with one sneak because nobody wants to invest in an image of a sword. Let's get straight into today's video.
Alright, so I'm excited to show you guys one of the passion projects I've been working on for several years now. It is called Dokuro. It is a samurai open world RPG game with PvE, PvP, all that stuff. And you know, we took inspirations from this story Vagabond, game like Ghost of Tsushima. We have similar concepts to games like Mordhau and For Honor. So if you guys are familiar with those two games, you can kind of guess what type of game we're making here. But yeah, honestly, I started this as a solo dev project. I managed to build myself a community and a small dev team. So I'm here today with my boy Axel. He's on the stage.
Okay.
Do you want us to bring him up or?
Oh yeah, right.
Let me bring him up.
Mute him.
Hello?
There we
There
go.
you go.
Sick. Yeah, I'm here with my boy Axel. He's the head of the testers of the community. Say what's up.
Hey.
And we got my boy Musashi. He's in the call.
Yo, what's up?
What's up? Yes, he is the head developer for the game. He also helped sort all this out, so I appreciate him. And also the map. I mean, beautiful map. Matter of fact, let's walk while we talk. Actually, right. So I want to get into the main aspects of the game, and that probably has to be my combat system in the game. I kind of prioritize that within the development, and what I mean by that is I included a lot of mechanics into the system, and the highlight of it, and really the highlight of the game in general, is the directional based combat system. I'll explain more about that later, but I just want to address some kind of connotations that may arise from that, and that is the kind of pacing that involves towards that used in a fighting game. And what I mean by pacing, I mean like, fast paced, slow paced, how will it, work when in a fighting game in general.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Combat real quick. Can you just...
Yeah, I'm gonna show the combat like in a minute. Is that okay? You can wait for a bit. One of my progression concepts.
No, that's
sure.
Fine.
Yeah,
that's fine. Just how much do you want, and what's the percentage?
So I'm seeking for $3K for 10% of the studio. Yep.
Is that in perpetuity?
What do you mean by perpetuity?
Does it expire? Is there dilution?
Like, is it lifetime, or does it expire after 3 or 4 months after the game?
Does it expire? Does it go down in any sense? What are the restraints around that?
Right. No, it stays. I would imagine it would stay fixed as 3K, 10%.
What's your development percentage? Like, how much percent of programming is done? How much percent of building?
I'm sorry. Before we even get that, what do you mean imagine? What do you mean imagine? What could change that situation for you in a second? This is your project, right? I just want to be sure here.
I think
that,
these guys are.
So you have the final discretion here over the percentage.
Do it too much.
Why would you say you would imagine that it stays constant?
That's because, well, if this is a sort of deal, I would kind of expect the deal to stay constant if it's a certain deal. But I'm not familiar with the whatever you
So I'm
stated.
assuming you're saying it's gonna stay like that forever.
Yeah, 10%
whatever.
for 3K. Yeah,
Okay.
that's essentially the deal. I'm fine with keeping it as you a part of
They're
my
using
team forever.
words
If that's what you
people
mean, like
won't
expiry date,
understand.
10% gone after a certain amount of time frame. But no,
They're using words
you will be
people won't
definitely as an
understand to
investor. I
throw
want
them
to keep
off,
you as an
man.
honorable investor and a part of the team. I don't want
so
you
does
to
that
be
mean we
expired.
have to put in more money to keep our percent? Or
No,
or
definitely
is it
not.
3K
Definitely
for
not.
10% by
3K,
10?
10% forever. Maps and how really you obtain these techniques. Each dojo is gonna have their own skill tree, and each skill tree is gonna be very build oriented. I actually do not have the skills with you right now, but let me actually provide some of the skills with myself. Give me a moment. Right. So with these dojo activities, we have the NPCs, the students. You can obtain these techniques by being a part of these lessons, right? I want people to actually involve themselves with the dojo lessons. As you can see at the top left, we have deflect 10 times, and we have to defeat him in 60 seconds, etc. Let me just complete this for you guys. So not only do you train your character to progress in skills, but you also train yourself, skillfully wise, right? I want people to actually get better while they're making their character better. So let me go ahead and complete this for you guys. Yeah, so I want you guys to take note as well of the NPC behaviors in this game. I've kind of taken a little bit of a different approach from how they act. This is also the weakest NPC, so you can kind of expect it's a little bit different than your standardized NPCs. They don't just walk towards you; they move around. I try to make them mimic human as possible. Something a little bit different for the PvE involved. They're not always aggressive. Each NPC is gonna have their own behavior lists. And these are throughout different dojos, etc. I didn't complete the thing because he took me too long.
That's actually
But
interesting.
Appreciate you, bro. I want you also look towards in the right-hand side real quick when I select one of these skills that I do have. We have a mastery and upgrade system. Now, one of these, the mastery and upgrade system, obviously it's going to make the game more build-oriented. Now, the million-dollar question is, how do we obtain mastery here? Well, number one is we have to participate in events that reward us with mastery, just like how they reward us with skills. And there's actually one in the dojo. These are special events. It's called Storm. And there's going to be a lot of events. I mean, the battle system itself is an event itself that can reward you with mastery. But here in Storm, this is a common practice among dojos, among the Ronin, or really in the Vagabond story in general. You're tasked to challenge the dojo. And doing so, right, you will be rewarded with mastery. Now, the catch here is that when you're trying to, earn mastery through your techniques, you want to make sure you actually use the technique. If you don't, you're not earning any, mastery points in that. So if I want to use my hostile stance, I'm gonna earn my hostile mastery points, and I won't learn and I won't earn in other techniques and all.
Hey, Curse.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
You said $3,000 for 10%.
Yes, I did. $3,000 for 10%.
Okay, if you can agree to $4,000 for the 10% and leave this right now and come in my DMs, then I'll do that.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me just hold real quick. Sorry.
But like you got like a minute, and then I'm gonna just.
I'm sorry. What's the standing off? What's the standard
I'm
right now?
gonna give you $4,000 for the 10%, but you have to leave the event right now, and I'm gonna just.
Leave you.
Yo, just cause it's Jameer offering, I'll give you 5,000.
5,000 for 10%. So.
Nah, 5%. I'll give you 5K for 15%.
Okay, 50%. Okay.
Ooh.
I'll still do the 4 for the 10. You're giving up less
4 for
equity.
10.
So,
Okay. I got a question if you don't mind me asking. Was it Period and Jameer? In terms of connections as well with marketing, how are you guys?
Oh, you're literally talking to the.
To the one, right?
Yeah,
to the one. Yeah.
So I'll definitely be your person for that.
Period. You said 15% for $5,000.
Yeah.
4,000 for 10.
Does the game have to be like? Does it have to be stuck in like a dojo, or like can you like take the system and use it for other things?
I can take the system, use it for other things. This is like the reason why I close it off is because, like I said, I do not have a complete map. I want to. That's where most of the funds are being allocated to. Obviously, I hope the funds are getting into the development, right?
All right, you got 30 seconds.
Wait. Oh, hold on just a second. Ollie, I'm bringing you up on.
Pardon? Yeah, I got 30 seconds. Oh shoot, hold on.
Yeah. I'm
Hi,
gonna
Ollie.
keep
Yeah,
track.
alright. Hello, me and Const are here. Me and Const. Say hello,
Okay.
Const.
Hey. What the fuck?
Why you get rid of them? Why'd you get rid of them?
What happened? I'm so confused. Okay,
Can we
Jameer,
have
how much time do I got?
You have 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
No, I'm being dead.
Brother,
ass.
just
That's
take the offer.
I'll
I
take.
was gonna say
Right.
take it too.
I'll take Jim. I'll definitely, Jimmy. I'd definitely love to work with you.
Oh,
Brother.
Alright, shoot me a
fuck.
DM.
Thank you,
Cheers
man.
after that.
My bad, my bad again.
Shoot me a
Yeah,
guys are off.
Like, we gotta lock in, yeah. So this is like a survival horror game that's based on escaping a house, and it's got like, you know, similar elements to criminality, like with the UI and stuff, and some of the firearms. And yeah, I'll let the other guys talk about it because they know more than me.
Exactly. Survival horror game is based on Stay Out of the House, if you know what that game is, made by Puppet Combo. There's, first of all, I don't even know if some of these guns are even going to be in the game. I think some of them will. There's a knife that can stun the killer, because there is a killer. There's also things you can do, like distract him with certain items in the game, also with the gun itself, by shooting into certain areas. Wait, let me share my screen. Should I share my screen, or you just gonna...
Yeah, share screen.
That's not my screen, bro. It doesn't even let me. I cannot share my screen.
Someone give him
I have a
stream
quick
terms.
question. Is that
Yo.
effect gonna be on the screen for all people who play the game?
Yeah,
Like-
bro, I've
Oh,
been
well,
green already.
this game-
That
So this
shit's
is like
bad.
a very
the
early
game is
stages.
the game is dark, bro. Like, I'm
I'll
trying to
pay you
fix
to
that.
remove that filter.
Yeah, that
To be
felt.
honest.
Yeah, we're gonna have it like editable in settings and stuff. Of course, it's not gonna be always like this.
Well, I just have it off all the time. It's like that.
And then make it so they could toggle it on because people are gonna leave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, the game is extremely dark, so everything's gonna
Okay.
change. It's gonna be a brightness
The
line. and everything.
the
Yeah.
game is the lighting is not doing any favors right now.
Yeah,
Very hard to
what,
see.
What do you do in this game? Like what do you actually like? Do you
it's like a story-based.
No, This game
Like,
is basically trying to escape. You've been captured by this monster. You'll see him in a bit, I think. Anyway, you'll see
What do
him.
you mean
and
you
you'll-
think?
I don't even know if
Oh.
he's spawned in yet. He has to be spawned in by face stomping, which you're spawning in.
Okay, so it's like criminality, but
It has criminality
smaller
aspects,
and more condensed, right?
kind of. There is an
Do you
outside
kill other
portion of the
players?
game. There is an outside part. No,
Do you
you don't
kill
kill
other
other
players?
players,
Okay.
but you can. I could kill him if I really wanted to.
So what's the horror part of it? Like what's
The horror part is that there's a monster. There's a zombie, and there's also like the main killer that chases you. Wait,
Okay.
That's a
how
rejoin.
much percent and how much USD do you want?
So our current offer is 10,000 USD for I think 25%.
No.
Yeah, well, I'm at.
Okay, 10,000 USD per 25%. What exactly are the uses of these funds?
So of course, there's only like 3 developers. So
Okay.
we're looking to actually expand the dev team a lot and fix a lot of the stuff that's going wrong.
Okay, well, what exactly are you expanding?
Just the-
Like in terms of like map and lighting, of course, like we're not
Yeah.
exactly the best in every aspect possible since our team is really small.
$10,000 worth of lighting.
So
Yeah,
do you plan to make it a city or is it gonna stay inside of that house? Like how are you gonna
So there
There's
is a
different
menu
parts.
system.
yeah,
That
there's
will be
different parts of the
included.
game. There's inside the house. There's outside the house. There's also going to be a gas station part.
But building okay. No
That's $10,000?
No,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
it's
say.
but I mean, there's only one
That's
developer
lighting, guys.
that's doing everything. So we're gonna obviously get more developers to help speed up the process.
Okay, what other processes are there? That's the question.
I mean, everything that's been done already, but just on a larger scale.
Okay,
Okay,
well,
you
how
know
much
what,
larger?
tell me how the 10% is gonna be split up into each parts of development. That's a good question.
Yeah, the 10,000, right? Like,
Yeah, how
Help-
are you gonna,
help-
like,
help
split it
us,
up?
yeah.
Like, where's it going to? Who, like, you know what I mean?
Well, most of it will probably go into promotion for the game. Well, not most of it, but some of it, a large sum, but also
But you
development.
just said it was to okay.
I don't even think you know what you need the money for. That's what it's coming off like right now.
I was basically here in the last second, so I don't really know fully what's going on about the money part. But I know about the game.
It's not looking too good.
You can't really expect someone to give you money if you can't.
I mean,
explain where
no,
the
we've
money
already,
go, you know.
Wanting money but not knowing what you need the money for isn't a good look when you're trying to find people to give you money.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we obviously wanted to help further develop the game.
So, the game we're gonna be pitching today is called Huntsman. I'm gonna go over a little slideshow we made for you, explaining everything. So let's get on to it. So what Huntsman is, it's a take on games that are related to Dead by Daylight, Lead a Facility, Murder Mystery 2, and it's heavily inspired by them. So the key points of this game is you load in. It's a fast-paced mini game type. You load in. You're either a hunter or a survivor. As a hunter, you have 4 abilities and movesets that you could combine. And as a survivor, you can search lockers, drawers, and in them you can find items or abilities that allow you to fight against others and escape the hunter first. Here's a little a comparison of our map. And what differentiates us from the competitors is the fact that we wanna give them a higher quality in performance and graphics, while keeping the same gameplay as our competitors. This is a little comparison of our maps and our game compared to a competitor.
Yeah, as you guys can see, ours runs way better in terms of performance.
What's the competition game?
I'm sorry. Which values there was I supposed to be looking at? Can you just sort of go back there and
Oh yeah,
explain
yeah,
if
for
that's
sure.
okay?
So this shows the FPS,
Okay.
and then this shows the client memory usage of both games
Okay. So
in
it's
terms
1,000,
of
yeah.
the whole game. Yeah. And these videos are a couple more previews of the actual systems and gameplay. So let me play it for you.
Wow, I got that funk edit.
Is this just a very dark part of the map? It seems very hard to see.
I'm pretty sure it's the video itself, because in game it's not as dark.
Yeah, you
And
gotta
even if
do
it is, we're gonna have settings that help you increase your visibility.
Okay. Can you full screen if that's okay?
Yeah, for
thank
sure.
you.
Oh, this game's really dark.
This is an example of a finisher.
God damn, is it set in London?
Let me go to the next slide. So how we make money. So in terms of monetization, we don't know much because me and my partner, we're developers. We're a team of 3. We're both builders and we have a coder. That's it. But obviously we're gonna talk this over with the investor. But in terms of game passes, we have the basic stuff. In terms of product, we have things that are purchasable that give cosmetic changes only. We're gonna have levels that also let you get stuff you can get for Robux with in-game currency. We also
How long
plan on
has the game
adding
been in
skins.
development?
What'd you say?
How long has the game been in development for?
So the game's been in development for about 2 months, and we've done a lot of back-end stuff. The only thing we have left is to finish up on key features and do a lot of the front end.
Okay, 2 questions. First question is, who's the competition? Because you posted a video saying you were comparing it to your competitors.
Yeah,
Who-
so
who is it?
competition is OG games like Flee the Facility. There's also a couple copies of Dead by Daylight that have about a couple thousand players, but those games, they're very slow paced, as in it takes like 10 minutes to get into an actual match.
All right. Second question: how much percent do you want, and how much USD are you looking for?
I think it's on the next slide.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is okay. So where will your investment be going? We're gonna be using about 60% of the investment towards just the development of the game. And as in development, we're talking about allocating these funds towards improving the current mechanics. We're a team of 3, like I said, so we're gonna hire someone else to improve our models for quality-wise and performance.
Okay, so what
25%?
percent of the game is currently done? Like, how much percent would you say is like completed? Because this is showing like
65%
So right now, yeah, it's about 75%. It's
Okay.
playable, but it doesn't have enough content as we would want it to. So
that's
we're
why
gonna
you're
use
gonna
the
put 60%
development
for
funds. Yeah,
revamp?
we're gonna basically refurbish anything we see that's not up to quality, and add more content in the way.
Okay. Again,
How much did you say you're looking for?
Yeah. How much are you looking for? Like, what percent?
So
do you
we're
wanna
looking for
revamp?
about 10,000 for 15%. But again, this amount is very negotiable. And we're not looking for just an investor. We're looking for a partner who's willing to bring their assets and their skills in terms of their knowledge of monetization, age rating, and stuff like that.
What do you plan to do for marketing?
For marketing, we're planning to allocate about 25%. It's gonna go towards any kind of advertisements, any kind of sponsorships towards a creator, and
so my
basically
question
anyone.
is, sorry to cut you off. If you didn't have to allocate funds to marketing, would that bring down your initial like ask?
What do you
Like,
mean by
let's
that?
say Creekcraft, like let's say Creekcraft, played your game or something on release. Would that bring down the ask of USD you're asking for because you don't have to allocate funds into marketing?
I mean, by that time, would you be would you be an investor?
That's not what I'm.
'Cause-
Yeah, we will bring the price down. Yeah.
What? Yeah,
Okay.
that's yeah.
and working on getting better VFX, sound effects, make the game more immersive.
All right, I have an
Basically,
offer.
a lot of more
I have an
content.
offer. I have an offer.
Ooh,
So
okay.
So what I want to do is I don't want to give you 10,000 for 10%, and the only reason why I say that is because you said a portion of that is going to go towards marketing anyway, right?
Yeah.
I'd give you 6,000 for 10% because you wouldn't need to pay for the marketing, and that's kind of where I stand at. So it'd be 6,000 for 10%, and then marketing would be covered by me.
Oh, okay.
All right, and are you the only one who's gonna make an offer?
Is there anyone
That's
else?
my only offer.
Anyone else interested in making an offer?
I mean, Sky, Vex, you guys know that I was interested in it beforehand, but I mean, you were in the group chat, and if the other people that I wanted to be involved with it aren't interested in it, then I kind of
Yeah,
In terms
and I
of,
mean
like-
the reason is very reasonable. We've been working on this for 2 months, and there's a lot more to add and to work on.
Okay, I'll be honest. I haven't prepared much, and I'm probably gonna talk fast. ADHD problems, whatever.
I don't
Anyways.
think that's anime. I like it anyways though.
Is that the Twitch
Wait, how's that not
rivals
anime?
lettering? No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey man, I love Mr.
Right, okay.
SJW too. All right, let's go.
Okay, so basically, I'm the co-owner and founder of Sora Interactive, which is the studio that's going to be working on Anime Rivals, and I have my co-founder somewhere in the audience, Knowledge, and he's our lead programmer that works on the game. Let's to give a background on what the game is to people that don't know. It's basically a combination of a very popular mobile game called Clash Royale, and then we've basically combined it with the anime universe and just clashed it together. We've taken everything that you love about Clash Royale, the strategic battles, the real-time PvP, the card-based gameplay, and stuff like that, and basically thrown it into anime. Dude, I would talk slower, but
Zach, drink some
ADHD.
water,
No,
bro.
it's-
Don't even stress
Yeah.
it. Keep going. You're doing fine.
TikTok brain,
keep going.
First rule of
TikTok brain
Roblox
level
back.
speed,
Yeah.
Eminem speed.
Yeah, like I can understand you. Just keep your words straight. Please keep going.
Alright, yeah. Cool. Yeah, okay. Basically, yeah, I hope that clears up what the game is. I'm gonna like try and show some gameplay and talk over it as much as I can. Let's switch to the gameplay footage real quick. All right. So the game has been in development for about 4 months. It's just been me and knowledge until like very late into development. The main reason being a lot like
It's been 4 months.
Yeah, it's been 4 months.
It's been 4 months.
But for 4 months, we've been progressing very quickly because it's just us two that's working on it as like people that have stakes in the game, and everyone else is usually hired or outsourced because it just makes things easier and faster. So we don't have to rely on single people that do their specific jobs. That way, we can just hire anyone and everyone to like work on the game. And the only people that we really need to be like consistent is just a programmer. So everyone else is fine, which is why we're going so smoothly. For the next point, we're about 85% of the way done in terms of where we're at right now. Because we've fleshed out the core gameplay. What you're watching right now is a very, very old build, which is why you'll see some stuttering and like bugs and stuff. So this is like 2 months old. Our new systems have been completely fleshed out. We've had testers been testing for about a month, and we've pretty much wrapped up gameplay and the core mechanics of the foundations of the game. So what's left is basically like stuff like, you know, the progression, like stuff like deck systems and stuff like that. It's pretty much the simpler miscellaneous stuff, which is why it's 85% complete. We expect about like probably a month or two from now till release. We're hoping late this month to start like completely early testing, and then giving out, you know, testers and early access to specific people. Not fully release, but you know, early access. But definitely this year is our hope to like, you know, completely fully release. Revenue potential. Wait, do I even have stuff for this? Okay, well, I don't even have a slide for this. Anyways, besides the point. The reason why I think the game has a potential in Roblox is because mainly, you know, Clash as a game is pretty, the Clash Royale genre and game is pretty popular. It has, as of yesterday, they've been racking up what? I'm gonna switch screens real quick. They have about 900k concurrents. That is of yesterday. It's all put together. Just give me a sec. Okay. There we go. Cool. Let me just make sure that's the right slide. All right, cool. As of yesterday, they hit about 900k concurrents, which is unheard of on Roblox. So even if we make 10% of that, which is about like what, 90k, it's still a very high number to be on Roblox, and it'd be making a lot of money for its status. The reason we think it's gonna do better than a regular, if let's say hypothetically, if the game hit that same player count, we would technically be making more money. The only reason I say that is because Roblox makes purchasing with real money easier than regular in-app purchases. Because if you're doing regular in-app purchases, it means you have to go through the, you know, your card and transactions. You have to have your parents' credit card and shit like that. So kids don't really tend to spend money on games like this, especially on mobile games. Whereas Roblox, the Robux aspect of it just makes it a lot easier to spend straight up Robux on your game and splurge. So technically we'd be making more, but obviously we're not gonna hit the numbers like that. I wish we could, but hey, hypotheticals, right?
Okay, I'm gonna shoot down the Clash Royale comparison real quick. Again, first of all, this data is coming from some third-party source. We don't know where. It's in Google Trends, and I don't consider that to be a valid source of comparison. You also don't have a Supercell-sized Clash of Clans marketing budget. I don't consider that to be a valid comparison. Love the game, love the product.
One thing I will say, Wall. One thing I will say about
please keep it realistic on that, in that perspective.
Wall. One thing I will say is, you know, games on Roblox don't have those budgets, but you got to also understand that a game.
I'm sure. Listen, I love the product, and not debating this on the context of the product. Would not recommend using Clash Royale numbers as a revenue figure, especially on Roblox.
Yeah, of course. That's like me giving like a, you know, what I'm thinking and like what I'm expecting in terms of like, you know, where I'm going with this type shit. It's not like obviously realistic.
Obviously
the numbers would be nice.
Zach, continue.
Yeah, please continue. Yeah, holy. Okay.
I don't even need to see the slides, bro. How much do you guys want?
No, let him finish the pitch. Why?
Anyways, let me finish. Okay, basically, on launch, we're going to have about 42 cards, which is pretty massive. We're going to have 7 domains, which is basically equivalent to arenas. And we're going to also have extra monetization on top of what Clash already has, which is tower skins, which is basically a way for players to flex on other people by having these skins. We're going to have 10 on launch, and we're going to have more as we, you know, update. Yeah, that's basically where we're at.
Can you say what you're looking for in terms of percentage and money?
Yes. So, We're looking for about 5% because money isn't too much of an issue right now because it's mainly me funding everything right now.
Wow,
And it's,
How about?
it's not too.
Wait, how much?
We're not. No,
Wait, how much?
5%. We're willing to give up 5% for 50k.
Yeah, for
50k.
50k for 5%.
Yes, 50k for 5%.
I will just say, by the way, I'm
Is this
gonna
50K
just say,
Robux, or-
no, you
No,
let me just say
yeah,
something.
Wait. So it's a $1 million evaluation.
Yeah, basically.
Period. I'll tell you why. Period. I'll
On an
tell you why.
unreleased game,
People
yes.
have literally offered $10,000 for 1%. And
So
like,
yeah, we have had offers
Yeah.
at 10k per percent.
Yo,
Oh,
Yo,
this is US dollars.
wait.
I'll do it.
Okay, let's double check it.
I'll do it. DMs, please.
Pardon?
I said I'll do
why?
it.
Why?
Yeah, sure.
Why?
Some of y'all got too much.
No, why is it not
Honest to
trolling?
God,
I kid
honest
you
to
not.
God, honest to God.
Joking, bro.
Hold on a minute. I have an appearance from somebody.
Shut up,
PD, get out of here,
his
man.
offer.
Shut up, PD. You're washed. All right, listen. Just keep showing it. Let the people who haven't seen it see it because.
Also, let's get to let's get to replayability, right? The game.
Y'all just
This is Clash Royale, so it's like pretty similar to Clash Royale, right? Which means over regular TD, which is basically a similar, like you just do the same shit over and over again. This means you're PvPing. It's going to be a constant battle against a real player in real time. Means every game is going to be very different to the previous one.
And I also just want to cut in.
And you're
say
going
real
to keep
quick-
playing because with the initial launch, that's going to be 42 cards. The combinations of each person has 8 decks or 8 cards in a deck, right? That's about 118 million combinations just with 42 cards. So there's that many combinations every game that you're going to be playing. The chances of that many cards being used, that many variations of being used. So it's never going to be the same game every time. It's always going to be different. You always have to pick up. You always to be on top of the map.
Okay, Zach, one second, right? You can talk fast, but please don't insult our intelligence. You don't have to, just because you talk at a TikTok speed doesn't mean you have to be just as brain dead as TikTok content.
You have to realize, you're not the only people that I'm talking to. I'm talking to the audience as a whole as well. So you gotta dumb it down a bit, you know?
Like you can talk at that speed, just like actually include real content in there that matters. If that's
Okay,
okay.
so let me say something. Zach,
does matter. To some extent.
Zach, I'm gonna say something real quick, right? So there are
Yeah, sure.
2 games on Roblox with over 100k CCU concurrent right now. One Anime Defenders, 2 Anime Vanguards, right?
And they're both strategy games.
Yeah, exactly. Anime Defends released with 100k CCU. Anime Vanguard released with 200,000 CCU. Is my mic cutting out? I think my mic.
No, you good.
No, you're good.
Okay, I'm good, right? So both of those games released with 6-digit CCUs, right? On release day, right? With the okay, well no, AV released with 50k, and then the next day they got to 100k. It's basically like the exact same thing because they just, people were sleeping and shit, right? But the thing I'm basically trying to explain is the reason why they got that CCU, like it was not because of algorithm, was not because of anything like that. It was hype. It was content creators. It was people with hundreds of thousands of subscribers making videos and whatnot on it.
I understand that, but I wasn't contesting that point. Why are we discussing this?
Every single content creator, right, who has made videos on the AD releases, the AD releases, they're literally sitting in the Discord ready to make a video for early access on Anime Rivals. So the game is going to release.
We're in agreement here.
You get what I'm trying to say?
We're in agreement on the marketing here. I don't get why that's the point of litigation here.
Damn.
I'm saying it. I'm saying it.
Confused. Wait,
Also,
Jimmy,
cool card shit.
I told you I'll pay it, but y'all trying to like justify it, bro. We're trying to convince. Bro.
No, I'm talking to Wall. I'm not.
Listen. Hold on. I want to.
We have an offer for the games.
I need.
Hello. This game is Roadborne.
Bro, they joined the cult.
Roadborne.
The investment, they're not taking it, bro. What is this?
I know you know what Roadborne is, Robert. You were there. I invited you like day one, about 8 months ago.
Damn. But I have low-key seen that you and Jameer be
I'm
going
Robbie.
back and forth.
What's the game?
I want to know what that's about.
I'm the lead at Roadborne. Pug's one of my content developers. I'm actually having issues. My the base I live on just got hit by Hurricane Helene, so I have Wi-Fi issues and stuff. So I might randomly cut out. So that's why I brought Pug up with me.
Very sorry to hear. Hope you'll do better.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We got water and power back and everything, thankfully. But Rockborn's a Norse mythology-based game, very loosely based off Norse mythology with our own ideals and a very unique combat system. With We're looking to find a partner, not just an investor. We want a partner who's going to help us succeed in the game development industry, as this is our first major project. Anyways, I'm going to let Pug take it from there, as he has a more stable information for you guys.
Yeah, what's up? So I'm Pug. I'm the main content developer at Rotborn. So I'm sharing my screen right now. This is the game that we have right now. Everything is subject to change, obviously. We've been in development for about 7 months now, but we had a brief hiatus for about 3 months because Chains was on deployment. But we're back, and we've just recently got back into serious development. And so we have a combat demo to show you right now.
Wait, sorry to cut you off. What's the game name again? My bad.
Rotborn.
Oh, okay. You could.
Yeah. One thing to mention, all of the GUI is getting completely overhauled. That's one of the things that we're planning to spend the investment on, because I don't know, we're just planning on redesigning it. Yeah. So the game's combat is stance-based. So as you can see, there's 2 different stances: lower hand and upper hand, and the 2 different stances cannot parry or block between each other. So, for example, we're both in lower hand right now, so he can block and he can parry, but then if I switch to upper hand, switch back to lower hand,
I cannot say that, bro.
Right? So
I cannot
same
say
for vice
that,
versa.
bro. I cannot
and
say that,
that
bro.
basically forces players to be able to make each other play offensive or defensive based on their liking. And it makes combat very fast-paced and gives kind of a skill curve, but it's easy to get used to. So yeah, we can do a quick combat demo if there's no beginning questions.
No, I have a question. Just
Yeah,
catch
go ahead.
the point. How much do you want for how much percent?
Right. Sorry, I forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
We have a very low underlying amount. We value our game very much, obviously. However, we're looking for a partner, so we want someone who's willing to
how much?
be able to give us
How much?
10% for $2,500 or 5% for $1,000. We're willing to take 2 investors. We're looking to take either 2 investors or 1 investor, but we want partners. We don't want just investors.
Okay, can you quickly do the He said 2,000 for 10%.
Oh, okay.
We're also
It was 2,500 for 10%. Equity valuation of 25,000.
and it will be a permanent equity. You will maintain that 10%, and we can even legally do a contract if needed, as I am of age.
Yo, why is Vert donating so much? Hold on.
All right,
Yo,
and-
nice.
Can you showcase?
Nice
Can
dude.
you showcase the combat now?
Of course. So each weapon is going to have its own unique like thing, kind of. So greatsword has a offensive and defensive demeanor. Sword hasn't has it added yet, but it's going to have a upper hand that's going to cause internal bleeding. So if I'm an upper hand for greatsword, then I'll be able to knock him back, kind of like in a defensive posture. But then if I'm in lower hand, it'll be a normal swing like that. Anyways, we'll do a 1v1 real quick. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Another thing with combat, you can clash to any stance.
Okay, what's the development percentage? Like how
Like
much?
how
you have
far
done?
along we're done?
Yeah, how
would
far
say?
along are you?
So I would say about 20%, but I'm saying within the next 4 months we'll be in closed beta or closed
But before you
run.
continue,
And,
I'm being
Alright.
told Period has gambled his investors' money before, and it was over 100K. I'm being told. I don't know how true it is.
Who, me?
Bro, come on.
Yeah. I don't know what Wise is saying, but I'm not interested.
I don't know
Good
how
luck
true
with the
this is,
game,
but
though.
I'm just saying.
Yo, Wise, it's okay.
I don't know how true it is, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Okay. Sorry. With regard to this gameplay demo, can you sort of show something that's not combat, just sort of like in terms of everything else, if that's okay?
We have character
well-
creation.
Like
that's-
we mentioned, we're pretty early in development because we had to go on a large hiatus. So as an
Hey,
investor,
I
you would
couldn't-
be a
I
massive
couldn't do
part
it. I
in
wasn't gonna
basically
do
the
it. I couldn't
discussions
do it.
for what the progression is. We don't have a fully set in stone system yet, but we're currently working on that. Right now, what our main focus is just polishing combat and making that a lot better because the game will be PvP focused. So it's pretty important to have a good looking and good feeling combat system.
Okay, interesting. And what sort of role do you sort of envision for this third partner that you're, sort of building out a space for?
We're looking for both an investor and somebody who just can bring ideas to the table or just like veto and accept things because obviously we need more points of view in order to make a great game.
So
yeah.
you're looking for a designer specifically, not like...
No, not necessarily.
What-
Just we're looking for somebody who can mainly help like market the game,
With
but
what?
also somebody.
Okay. So marketing.
And marketing, but also as an investor, if you would like, obviously it's not like required or anything, but you would be able to like say yes and no to different ideas, because you know you would be a massive part in the development of the game. 'cause
Appreciate
you
the
basically fund
£5
whole thing.
Twisky. Hey Whitman, what's up, bro?
Funding the whole thing, 10%, massive part of the game.
So
I'm not sure if I'm like missing a part of this.
Chains, you can speak.
So basically, like this $2,500 will take us a far way because each animation set that we make per weapon costs us $160 or so. So we want to add a lot of variety of weapons because this is a very combat center game with very little PvE aspect. You said what, Jameer?
Do you know what the total amount of animation sets, like what's the total, like, you know what I mean? How many are you paying for? How many?
Like, is 2,500 enough to get you to release?
2,500 would get us to
anyways.
a
Ava,
closed
appreciate
beta
you,
with
gang.
a decent amount of content. It would pay for. So
Appreciate
we have
you,
actually
Twinsky.
a list real quick. I'll read it off to you of what we want to use the investment money to overhaul. One second, let me just pull it up real quick. We want to do a full UI revamp, help pay for our animation sets, help us find a VFX designer, and then expand our map. So we actually do have a map. This isn't our actual map. We have a pretty well-made map. I can pull up some screenshots real quick and post it in Pug's DMs, and he can showcase them. Sorry, my roommate's screaming a little bit.
Okay, so
I'm not gonna lie.
For 10%.
Doesn't sound too bad of a deal.
9% is 20% so far.
10% for 2,500, TV 25,000. It does feel a little bit early, doesn't it?
It is early. That's what I'm thinking about. Like, it's very early.
It is a little early, but we're mainly looking for somebody to just help propel the game because we have a few passion developers. I myself am not working under pay. I just do this for fun because I personally enjoy the project.
Appreciate that.
And yeah, we're looking for somebody to
Well, here's a
help
question.
grow the game.
Here's a question I have, right? What if you run out of the, you know what I mean, 2,500, right, or 2,300, and you ask for more money because, you know, you
Hitman, I'm
can't
not in
really
charge of
make
the
game you're
order
trying to
of the
make it just
pitches,
that amount.
so whenever it's your turn,
expensive.
it's your turn.
So
what's up?
I'm military, like I said, so I actually have a very stable source of income. So if we run out of this investment money, I can pay for things myself. I mean, I make like 3,000 a month. It's not really that well, but I'm able to basically have a stable income.
So why
and
don't
pay
you
for the
just
game.
wait? Why don't you just wait until then instead of giving up 10% of your game?
Because we want a partner who's going to be able to help us who are inexperienced developers, and this is our first game that we're creating, like, ever. We want someone who's been in the field and has the experience to help us launch our game in the right direction.
Just to quickly do on a little side tangent, I'm just going to switch my screen to Discord and I'll show you, these are the pieces of the map that he wanted to show you. So the map that you just saw for the combat test, that's not for this game, that's not really for any game, that was just something that we made quickly for the demo. This is the actual map that you would be seeing within the game.
I've seen you before. I already know. So hey, let me open this shit. It's going live.
Hey, that shit is not going live.
I hope it works. I really do.
Why is it still loading? Is it because
Shame is paused.
Go back up. Go back on your app so we can actually see. You paused the stream.
Fuck. Is it showing, guys? Oh,
no.
Very sorry. Is it?
Oh no! I can see.
We're here. We're here.
Oh, we are here. Let's go.
Finally.
Let's
No,
go.
fuck.
We made it.
Hitman Dev, welcome to Adventure Time Infinitum. I'm trying to make an Adventure Time game on Roblox. If you look up Adventure Time right now, I challenge everybody in the audience anywhere. Search up Adventure Time. There's no games. You will laugh. So me and my people, we're here to just make an Adventure Time game with proper, proper representation and accuracy. We want the game to look just as good as, as fun as it is to play. Like, it has to be fun and look good. Me and Agz, I've been talking to him for a long time. No glaze. I'm trying to keep it real. This is my real story. I've been showing him the game a bit. He's been telling me it looks good. I don't want it to be a model game though. So anytime I've been hearing that, I'm like, all right, but we have to make this game look good and play good. So we have rich environments. We have everything that we need to make it accurate and represent it, an accurate representation. Excuse me. Fuck, I knew it was gonna happen. I can just show you like some maps. We get the best quality. Of course, our maps are beautiful. Our maps are not really a problem. We have plenty of assets done throughout the year that we've been doing our thing. We've had everything just quickly made as fast as possible. Everything you're seeing, even though it might look nice, it's really been made like as fast as it possibly could be. But we have key features already kind of being made. We have our races. We have things from Adventure Time that, like, you know, if you were an Adventure Time fan, you would love it. So we have all types of things. We have kind of roguelike elements. The game is going to kind of be a version of Elden Ring, where you can pick up any weapon, do anything you like to do. Sorry, somebody's texting me on. Sorry. Pick up any weapon, do anything you like to do. Do any mission, go fuck around, have fun with your friends, dance. You know what I'm saying? Do anything in the game just to immerse yourself into it. But we do have those gameplay and mechanics. So we have, sorry if I'm talking so much, I just have to get everything through. I thought I would be in the thing. But so for the first, our game, we're doing things where we're trying to bring stuff from the show and make it to 3D for the first time. So you'll see stuff like this giant from the episode, The Enquire, right? Boom, we have them in 3D. We're going out of our way to make these bosses. And so we can, and he looks goofy, but like.
Interrupt. Yo,
go ahead.
So are you licensed for this game?
Oh, okay, look. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you, God, for asking that question. That question about copywriting and this and the third at the end. Trust me, Adventure Time and their crew, Warner Bros., or at least Adam Muto and Pendleton Ward, cool ass niggas. They're cool with their IP. Guaranteed. But
doesn't really matter. Ben 10, you know Warner Bros., the same fucking people that own fucking Adventure Time. They have a Ben 10 game out. This means that if they see an Adventure Time game, they'll be sure to take it down. I promise.
That's true. If so
it's doing well,
we have, if it's doing too, that's the thing.
If you're agreeing that that's true, then why are you showing us this game?
No, because there are exceptions, obviously.
You have those exceptions written down. Do you have do you have a waiver from them or a perpetual license use?
I have proof
for the purposes of a Roblox game.
Right. Honest to God, I mean, I still want to continue seeing it. So
I'd like to just continue regardless of copyright, because
wait, hold on. That's a bad question. Why don't you just ask what do you have from them? Don't ask if you have a specific thing. What do you have to say you can use it?
Well, I'm asking for something very specific, because if it's not, something that's more specific.
Yeah, but what do you have?
Loads of anime games use stolen IP. I mean,
sorry to cut you guys off. Oh, by the way, you made a good point. Anime games, they make exceptions and do things to change things. Nothing is final. Sorry to have like little confidence, but they can change things to get around these ways. But I'm very confident in the fact that the copyright is very lenient. Now we can change everything that you're seeing here to make this work. That is not a problem. So copyright is one of the least of the worries. But I understand the perspective of an investor that this game could be gone in a second, or it will, run into these.
I don't know.
Completely disagree. I think it is the #1 issue, and even
the
if you
thing
get an
is,
investment or you don't get an investment, I would focus on the legal aspect.
It's not the fucking CEO of Warner Bros. That fucking strikes everything down. It's their fucking legal team. They may be cool with it, but their legal team.
Yeah.
I want to hold on. But at the end of the day, right? As like there's some people have said in the chat, most of the big anime games are using stolen IPs.
Period. There's literally a game that
How about we let him finish the pitch, and then we go into this.
Let me just say one thing real quick.
Finish the pitch.
Period. There is a game that literally overtook Blocks, Fruits, and Revenue, and that game is not deleted. So
we literally just watched earlier. We watched some guys pitch that. What was the name of that game? Anime Rivals or whatever it was. They pitched that game, right? I literally saw IP characters in that pitch. Nobody said anything because who cares? Because it's anime.
Exactly. So, sorry, bro, because you guys are bringing up points that
So that comparable wouldn't be a comparable.
Continue this after. Let him finish the pitch.
Yeah, no, trust me. I have a whole thing for questions, guys.
Just continue the pitch.
Okay, so as you can see, our accuracy is monumental. It's paramount. We're trying to have everything. We have plenty of weapons done. We have about 40-ish weapons, but you can see these are the ones that have been remade. You can see Finn's house in the back, yada yada yada. We have plenty of custom content being planned as well. We don't want to just be a straight rip. You know what I'm saying? My devs have told me personally, do not straight rip the game, because that is how you're going to get copyrighted. I'm like, all right, I fought with them. I fought back and forth, and yes, so I've like, see, you can see the accuracy you have. I try to make it as accurate as possible. So I'm like, all right, maybe we can sit and do something to mitigate it or reach a middle ground. So these guys might not even be into the game, but if we can, they will be. That's all I have to say about that. Yes, and Bima will be in the game regardless of copyright or not. This nigga's gonna be in the game. Moving on.
Oh wow.
Innovative. Excuse me. Okay, so let's talk about gameplay loop, and because of course an RPG is just an RPG. You level up and you go do missions, this and the third. But with the story of Adventure Time, you can go and do plenty of things. We have dungeons based off of episodes. That's the thing. When it comes to content, we're going to have plenty. The episodes can go deep with more. And even if we run out of episodes, there's comics, and we can break down everything. But this you're seeing right here is our Mount Cragdor dungeon that we kind of just finally finished. It took a while, but it's just worth the experience that's going to be promised with it. If you watch the Enchiridion episode, you kind of already know, because that's how the missions are going to be based off of episode. Excuse me. Spoilers. Sorry. We could talk about gameplay loop right here. We have something that can help with gameplay loop. There's a thing called dungeon train. So there's an episode, blah blah blah. There's a dungeon train literally in the middle of the woods that you go on it, and it goes progressively by levels. We will have custom, or let's say exclusive bosses, loot, everything that are exclusive to that train. Every 10 stops, you'll fight a boss. It's kind of similar to GPO's dungeon system, but it'll be a bit different in the way that things are done. So you're not getting just a repetitive sleepy loop. Like you might get a rare boss that you've never seen, maybe once out of 100 rides, this and the third, just to make it interesting. But so we'll have things like this in the game that you can access maybe like at any certain level, not any level, but at a certain level. So you won't just have to focus on main progression to get certain things. And it was such a crazy thing that as soon as we told it to our community, the community said no, make it. So we had to have our guys make it. So we're kind of having that in the back. We did have our combat test. It was so fucking goofy. I can't lie, but we're like a homegrown studio. Of course, everybody's a homegrown studio, but so I had to get everybody I can, the scripters I know, to make. Sorry about this awful fucking camera, by the way, but I had to get every scripter I can to make a decent play test, just to have something cohesive that I'm like, all right, we can see what the people like, what they don't like, this and the third. I'm just marking things down. This is not even a real test. This is like the test before the test, just so I can have different contingencies planned if things fail. Even the combat you see right now, it's really outdated, but it's just to the point where we have to, how do I have to just focus. That's where a lot of them funds are just going to go into, our combat. Because of course our combat was good at this time, but we just strive to get better. We strive to get better, or at least give you a good, because if we shoot for perfect, we're going to give you something good. That's all I can say. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be something good enough. But yeah, we did have a combat test. It went pretty well. We took everything we learned from that, tried to grow from it. Sorry for this camera again. This shit is crazy. My modeler was trolling. Sorry, but yeah, we really did. We went far throughout the year of development we have. So I can even talk about. I'm gonna make this quick. I don't want to keep you guys here sleeping. So we do have our races planned. These are the main 7 races. There are 15, or 15 or 16, but we're gonna start with maybe 7 or 8, and we had to get the concepts for them quickly, because people were like, all right, where are the races at? We're seeing models, so we had to quickly make these races and conceptualize them, get them there. So that's not really our problem. We have these in the make. This is kind of my favorite, the race. It can get more diverse, but what I'm here to tell you is the market opportunity. Personally, I'm not going to say that we can be the first Adventure Time, blah blah blah, but there's opportunity there. Like there are no games that's giving this IP proper representation the way these anime games get at. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's that community there. It's still growing because if it wasn't, the movie would not be on the way. The shows would not be getting renewed. You know, it's just having to point the right eyes. So I feel like investing in that is just like, it's like finding an oil well in the backyard, but it's not a pipe from the government. It's like it's actual oil. It's just you didn't know it was there when you invest into it. Not saying that it's going to be automatically the best thing, but I just know that I can make an educated guess that this game can bring at least proper representation for the game and eyes. Now let's address the concerns. This is juicy. Consistency. Look, content consistency will not be a thing. Again, like I said before, they have the comments. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Sorry to cut you off, Twin. So how much percent are you willing to give up, and how much do you want?
Percent. I'd let you ask. I just recently had a bad. Long story short, I'll let you. All I'm asking for is 3,000. We can get to the out.
For how much?
For 3,000.
How much for 3,000?
For the percentage, I can. What do you guys? I need to hear a percentage that sounds good to you first.
But you didn't have a number already, like set. If you made this big pitch.
I heard 12. I have 12. 12.
Okay, so it's 12 for 3,000, right?
Yeah, so that is about.
Okay. What's the percentage in development again? Sorry, I was like,
I'd say our percentage in development is about 35 to 40%. And if we get this investment,
okay, two questions. One, when do you want to release? And the second question is, how do you plan to market it? Like, how are you going to get players?
Yeah, so that's the thing. I know that you guys have perfect marketing. Majority of our funds would go into marketing, but I know that you guys, that's why I didn't want to ask for a big number, because a lot of it was going to go to marketing anyways, but you guys have the marketing power. So that's kind of what I was hoping on, banking on, but if not, I could just
here's what I'll do. I'm gonna take you up on your offer.
Okay. Okay.
But you have to leave and shoot me a DM. That's it.
Okay.
Yo, I'll pay you
Very
more.
interesting.
I'll pay you more and I'll do a better job.
Alright, shut up.
Yeah, and a bit more, right? By the way, I'm sorry, I've heard from an anonymous source that Peria has something to say.
Why does everyone keep saying this? I have nothing to say. What is this?
Everyone's been spamming.
Don't make sense of this to me, okay?
I'd like to hear
I'm very sorry. That was the information I had received. Very sorry about that.
I mean, damn, nigga playing Classic Clans?
Man.
My bad.
I feel you, bro. It's been long. It's long. I feel
Wait, what was that?
Look.
What do you have to say, Pat?
Guys, before anything, let me just give you this slide. Assurance of commitment. Sorry to even say this, or it sucks that I
declining my offer. Are you declining?
Oh, shut up, bro. Let him finish.
Yeah, my bad. G, hold on. But yeah, like, it sucks in this climate. I have to say this though, but I'm not gonna run off on the plug. Sorry to drop the fucking mask. I'm not about to run off on you niggas. When you do it, I have,
I'm not interested. Good luck with the game.
Thank you.
Guys, end it. Jameer's not interested, so end it now.
Oh damn.
Nobody's else's opinion matters.
Okay, Hitman, I'm not gonna lie, you ruined you had a good run and you ruined it with that last bit. You should have just
I'm sorry, the emoji and the lock symbol did not symbolize confidence.
You should
from an operator's perspective.
Offer and dipped.
Can we get next?
Okay, so that is honestly about it. I liked the games that were presented this time. 3 of them especially. The 3 being the Adventure Time game, Anime Rivals, and Rockborn the most. All of them were good, but those 3 the most. There were 3 games that were on the stream, the initial stream, that I didn't include here, mainly because I didn't take any interest in those games. So if I didn't take a slight interest in those, I thought you guys wouldn't either, so I just completely dropped them from the segment. I do want to give a quick shout out to the Adventure Time game. The owner of the game is called Hitman Dev. He does have a YouTube channel actually detailing, showcasing development of the game. I do want you guys to check that out because of all the games that were showcased today other than Anime Rivals. The Adventure Time game does look super promising. I know his initial offer was rejected because of what he said at the end. He sold really bad, but I do think there's potential there, and I do want to see if he can deliver on what he's saying. Because if he can deliver on what he's saying, we might actually have a hit RPG Adventure Time game. If he can't, he can't. But obviously, you know, I'm just gonna leave all the links in the pinned comment and the description. See you guys in the next one. Enjoyed.